From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz out to his left. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Shedding the tackle.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that. Red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And shy of the goal line at the 3. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Always got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Flush to his right. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now it's Mahomes again. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Noah Gray there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Ashton Doolin now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw hauled in by Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. Muscles it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes forced out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perkins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards the pickup there. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Nwangu. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal, rolling to his right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to run now. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Once more. He's got it complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, D. Big series right now.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
81. Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Sponge. No.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Wentz now to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, Colts! That's caught. Michael Pittman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Blankenship out for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ram. Whip. Watch the whip. Two down. Crunch. Kill.
Again, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will